Hi, everyone. My name is Alex Kane, and I'm the Director of Solution Architecture at Vectr Solutions. Today, I want to talk to you about Tableau Next and how we're helping customers navigate AI analytics with confidence. As we all know, analytics is becoming embedded in not just our daily lives, but also our workflow. We're stepping into a world where analytics isn't something that kind of comes at the end. It's embedded in our work, it's contextual, and it's connected to our operations. But the technology alone isn't what makes the difference. It's how it's deployed, scaled, and aligned to your mission. So this is what we're trying to solve, and I want to tell you a little bit more about that. So what exactly is Tableau Next? Let's break it down into the different layers, we'll call them. First is Data Cloud. That's the centralized data layer that connects data across platform and databases. You no longer have to connect to the same data sources over and over. Instead, you have a single data store that can be used time and time again. Next, we have the semantic layer. Think of this as the translation layer. This is taking structured and unstructured data, tying it together, and rationalizing it so that it can be used without advanced analytic knowledge. Then we have the visualization layer. This is a modern modular layer that adapts to users across your organization. Also, Tableau Next has robust APIs for connecting to data, and the tech is composable, meaning it can be reused across different platforms. However, all of this is great, but it takes the right strategy to make it work. So let's talk about that. What's important to note here is that Tableau Next knows your business. It natively integrates with Agentforce, which means that you can access the AI power of Agentforce within Tableau. And with that, all of the knowledge it can glean from your business. Then there are the skills that it offers. There's Inspector, which has proactive notifications when there are data anomalies. There's Data Pro, which helps streamline data preparation. And then there's concierge, which is my favorite. This is basically allows users to ask natural language questions about their data and receive trusted, actionable insights with visualizations. All of this is supported by secure high compliance environments. So all of the compliance requirements that are met by Salesforce, such as FedRAMP, HIPAA, ITAR, etc., are also met by Tableau Next. Finally, the insights can be delivered across multiple platforms. They can be delivered through Salesforce, Slack, or email. This means you can meet your users where they are. So what about those users? Let's talk about the people that we're building for. What we've found is that building against personas is the best way to deliver value. So here we've mapped out some use cases that we're actively working for our clients. So for leadership, what about if we could push key metrics via Slack? This is done through Tableau Pulse. Tableau Pulse is personalized contextual insights about business metrics directly within the flow of work. So it can be delivered through Slack, through email, and leadership might not be logging into Salesforce or accessing Tableau. So why not meet them where they are and provide that information there? Now, if we go to management, what if we need more robust dashboards than Salesforce could deliver? Well, we can build those in Tableau Next with the composable parts we mentioned earlier and embed it in their Salesforce homepage so that they have all the information they need as soon as they log in. Finally, for admins and end users, what about the concierge I just mentioned? The ability to use natural language to create visualizations and insights is invaluable for folks who may not have the time or expertise to be able to put up visualizations they need to do their day-to-day work. So how is Vectr Solutions delivering impact? We mentioned earlier that the technology is great, but it's how you build and scale it that really matters. So it requires a couple of things that we help you with. Data cloud setup and source integration. So we, have listed here AWS, SAP, NetSuite. We found our clients often have data in dozens of locations. All of those need to be set up in Data Cloud so that it's intaking the right information because analytics is only as good as the data that goes into it. Then we need to build the semantic model. So that again is taking that structured and unstructured data, making sure it's ticked and tied together so that we have the correct relationships across all the data we're pulling in from these disparate systems. Then we deploy the visualizations in Salesforce, Slack, email, as we've mentioned, and we can meet our users where they are and provide them access to the visualizations they need to get through the flow of their day-to-day work. Finally, we have secure, governed, role-based access. So we ensure that folks only have access to the data that they should, whether that means the actual data itself, or if there are fields, for instance, from a certain database that are highly critical, they can be flagged and limited to only certain users having access. So whether you're just exploring Tableau Next or already deep in planning, the decisions you make now will determine whether this becomes just another reporting tool or a catalyst for transformation. At Vectr Solutions, we help you activate the full potential of agentic analytics responsibly, securely, and strategically. So as I wrap up, I want to thank everyone for watching. If you'd like to reach out to us, please connect via LinkedIn or at www.vectorsolutions.com. Thanks and have a great day.